Hi Capricorn, welcome to your new moon reading for January 2021. This is going to be a general reading to set some new moon intentions and manifestations, so it won't necessarily resonate for all of you, but take from it what will serve you best. So if you are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this reading is for you. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look at the current energy for you in the new moon. What is the current energy for Capricorns? Six of Cups. Anything else? Current energy for Capricorns. Six of Cups and Knight of Cups. Okay. So Capricorns, there is a lot of loving energy right now in your lives. A lot of loving energy. Look, two cards in the cup suit. Let's start with the Six of Cups here. This is a cup of real nurturing. You can see here the exchange of these cups, or these kind of flowers in these cups between these two figures. So for some of you right now, the focus is really on your relationships, and that could be with your family, that could be with your romantic partner, that could be with your children, or your soon-to-be children. I know some of you are expecting, but there is this real beautiful energy of generosity and nurturing, and exchange, and just really wanting to provide, wanting to be that caregiver. Some of you might be caregivers professionally, and that's something you're really leaning into right now in this new year. You understand that right now more than ever, after the year we've been through, that this exchange of love and kindness is more important than ever. And for some of you as well, this definitely involves a romantic partner too, right? Like the two cards here together almost kind of make this little family unit, right? We have a sort of younger child figure. And so, again, sensing some new formations of families about to take place. And you know, that could be chosen family, that could be spending time with family members that you've been away from or apart from, and really cherishing that. And some of you have this romantic relationship too that is really just feeling so full and so open, and so supportive. So this is the current energy, is just very supported, very loving. So that's a beautiful place to be in for the new moon. Capricorns, let's take a look at what is manifesting. What is manifesting or emerging for our Capricorns? Queen of Wands. Okay, anything else? Queen of Wands and Nine of Cups. Okay, another Nine of Cups. Another Cups card. So a lot of water energy for some Capricorns right now. Some of you might have water placements, or you have water placement, water signs in your life, in your close circle, in your family. So there's definitely a growing of the emotional wellness in your life right now that is coming into play, that is growing. There's also, we have our Queen of Wands here, so that, which kind of mirrors this, the same, you can see the same stance here of the Nine of Cups, that strong, grounded, seated sense here. Again, it's just so beautiful and warm right now. The Queen of Wands, like some of you are really coming into your a new confident self, I want to say. You're really sitting in your power and your strengths as a leader, whether that's professionally or in your personal life. But there's this real strong sense of identity, that even though you have this beautiful kind of circle of loved ones around you, um, you're still keeping your own individuality in play. You're not getting lost in the relationships, right? The relationships are not something that are subsuming or overtaking who you are as an individual. And so that's beautiful. That's a beautiful balance to have when we are able to exist in loving and honest and open and close relationships, and be emotionally vulnerable and fulfilled, and at the same time still be completely completely strong and worthy and confident in your own sense of individuality, that you haven't lost that, you haven't let the relationships define who you are or change who you are. So that's definitely the direction things are continuing to go into, that the more you're able to strengthen your relationships, and build on the loving energy around you, the more you come into your own, sense of self, and you're able to apply that into all areas of your life. Even for those of you who maybe are not in a romantic relationship, for the single Capricorns out there, you're totally happy being single, and you're good. Like, you have your other support networks. You don't need to be necessarily with someone to be fulfilled. You're very in tune with yourself right now. This is a fiery energy that also has our little shadow cat here. So that's the shadow side of you. You're very in touch with the darker aspects of yourself, the shadow side. You're not afraid to meet the insecurities or to meet the fears that you have, and because of that, because you are able to acknowledge that side of you and coexist with it, that is what is putting you in this Queen's throne right now, just feeling so confident. So once again, it's just beautiful, loving energy all around. So let's take a look if there's any blocks right now. Like, what could be the block? What is blocking our Capricorns? The Emperor. Interesting. Anything else? Anything blocking our Capricorns? Okay. Nine of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting the sense that the Emperor is speaking to me in a sense of a parental figure for some of you. Perhaps it's the father or the father figure in your life. That could be, there could be some pressure, some family pressures and family expectations right now that are causing some anxiety and some worries. That there could be this kind of power struggle or power imbalance in some of your family units or family lives, maybe with an older person or an older relative, like some kind of patriarch or matriarch figure, someone that you really do look up to, whose opinion really matters to you, who's always pushed you to be your best, who you've always wanted to impress and make proud. And you are doing that. Like, let's not forget that this is the you that is manifesting the Queen of Wands. You are coming into your own. But there could still be a part of you, and maybe this is the shadow side we were talking about, that shadow side or that inner child who deep down is still, still has their insecurities, their worries about whether they're doing the right thing, whether they're making the right choices for, whether you're making the right choices for yourself and for your family, and trying to meet everyone's expectations of who you should be, and who they want you to be, and you know that it comes from a place of love, this kind of this expectation, but it is also something that can be quite hard to bear. It can be quite stifling. It can be quite demanding, this energy. So that's the potential block that I see. Because everything else right now, in terms of the current energy, and the direction you're going in, it is just increasing of emotional wellness, right? And so the block really comes from perhaps some outside figures of authority. For some of you, this could also be a manager or boss figure in your professional lives, that there could again be this kind of outside pressure that's kind of keeping you up at night, that's causing some worries and just causing a lot of intense mental activity and thoughts just circling in on themselves, right? So that is really going to take you away from this beautiful realm of the people who do love you, who will support you through any struggles you might be going through here. So let's take a look at what will help you move forward. What's going to help Capricorns move forward? King of Pentacles, okay. Clarify that for me. King of Pentacles in reverse and King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Wow. So we have our two, I'll turn this around for now, two King cards and the Emperor that came up as your block. And so, I think what's going to help you move forward is this kind of disregarding authority, disregarding some of this. I want to say not male, it's not necessarily like men, but this kind of masculine, we'll say patriarchal, disregarding patriarchal values, disregarding authoritative expectations on what you should look like as the leader of your own life, as the ruler of your own world. There's this kind of tension between our King cards and this Queen of Wands here, right? And if we go back to what all the Cups cards were, where there was this sense of building family, right? Building community, building relationship. Along with that can come these expectations from society, from again the patriarchy. I just keep wanting to say for today, the Kings are really coming to me in a almost aggressive, negative light in this reading, right? That these forces could be trying to impose a specific kind of order or picture to your emotional landscape, to your relationships, right? So that could be where you're feeling the anxiety, whether that's to do with like, oh, when are you gonna get married, or when are you gonna have kids, or when are you gonna move in together. There's all these sort of arbitrary markers and milestones that we just kind of take as the default, as what's expected, that can take away from just really enjoying and living in the beautiful relationships that exist for what they are, versus trying to conform to anyone else's expectations of what your life should look like. So what is going to help you is just overturning that energy of this kind of, this, what is it? Conforming, these conforming standards, right? And really staying strong in the Queen of Wands. I think in this case, I'm sensing that this might be speaking more to my women and women identified Capricorns. But there could be, it's not necessarily the case. But again, just know that the Queen of Wands, this is about the individuality of who you are and how you want to live your life, run your life, experience your life, right? Nobody else needs to butt in on your collection of beautiful cups and loving energy here. And yeah, just focus on those relationships and what makes you happy. That's how you're going to move forward, is not trying to find a king to pair up with, or king, another king to provide for you, or to kind of add material stability to your life. Like your joy is in, right now, your joy is in nurturing your relationships and being in supportive relationships that are about giving and taking equally and sharing, right? Versus versus just always having to give and give and give to these other demands in your life. So, Capricorns, that is your reading. I wish you beautiful blessings and strength and love in continuing to exist in your watery world of emotions and cups and good vibes. Bye.